Hey guys, it's David, welcome back to the channel, and today I'm going to be reviewing the brand new Uncharted film from Sony Pictures featuring Tom Holland and Mark Wahlberg. Let's get into it.
I've been dreaming about this stuff since I was a kid. My brother Sam left one final clue.
Now before we break down the film, spoiler warning, if you haven't seen the film, go watch it, come back, we're going to talk spoilers, it's going to be a good time. And if you haven't yet, click that subscribe button, hit the like button as well, and click the bell notifications so you're notified every time I drop a video. Let's get into it. So when I first heard that they were going to be doing, finally, an Uncharted film, as you can see, I'm a huge fan of the games. Grew up playing all of them, literally went from the transition from PlayStation 3 to PlayStation 4. Uncharted 4 was probably, like, it was just so good to finally have another game, which I think this film is heavily influenced by. There's a lot of scenes and locations and little story beats that you can tell are ripped directly from 4. For me, my favorite Uncharted is Uncharted 2. There's not really a lot taken from the games, as you can see. However, that doesn't mean that it's not a good movie. After seeing this film, I was like, you know what? This is a great action-adventure movie. Is it a great Uncharted movie? For a large part, the characters are the same. I see this film as very much like a new adventure from Uncharted. It's a brand new treasure, brand new locations, brand new story. They kind of do a little twist on some of the characters as well, as we'll get into later. So this film, honestly, had a lot of fun. Did they change a lot from the source material? Yes and no. The characters are largely the same. Honestly, I really enjoyed myself during this movie. It's definitely, as I would say, inspired or, heavily influenced by the love of Uncharted. It definitely felt like a story that could fit along the canon. There were definitely characters that were, I think, inspired by other characters in the franchise. Tom Holland as Nathan Drake, honestly, was very apprehensive. Don't get me wrong, love Tom Holland, love him as Spider-Man. I love a lot of the stuff he does. To me, he just doesn't look like Nathan Drake. Not the same build, not the same physicality, any of that. However, he did win me over because, one, it's Tom Holland. He's awesome. He's super charming. His action sequences were amazing. Yeah, I fell in love with a new character for him. And yeah, it's very different than the Spider-Man character. It has hints of that as him as Peter Parker. I think that's just due to the charm of Tom Holland. He's just very fun to watch. He's very lovable. But yeah, I actually really was surprised by how much I enjoyed him as Nathan Drake, which was great. Mark Wahlberg as Sully, honestly, again, different casting. I felt they should have went older. They definitely aged a lot of these characters down, which I think is due to the fact that they probably want maximum longevity out of this franchise so that these characters can age as the characters age and get more sequels. Let's be honest, that's how Hollywood works. But yeah, again, super surprised. It was definitely a different take on Sullivan, but I still enjoyed it. Mark Wahlberg's amazing. He's Mark Wahlberg. What else do you want? And I don't think the mustache worked on him. Just saying, wasn't a fan. He brought it in at the end, and I was like, it's all right. Sophia Taylor-Ali as Chloe Fraser. Honestly, ripped straight out of the game as well. I thought she did absolutely amazing. Only thing she was literally missing was Chloe's signature ponytail. I really liked the dynamic between her and Drake. They had a lot of fun chemistry together. I definitely, you could see hints of where they're gonna go, potentially in the future. However, the only thing I really didn't like, and this isn't Sophia's fault at all, the story kind of made her out to be more of a villain than she really is. They kind of did her dirty at the end, and she gets spoilers, but when it cuts to the end and it's revealed that Drake gave her the wrong coordinates because he knew that she was gonna double cross him, which yes, that is very much as Chloe would do, but her reaction was very oh, I hate you, I'm gonna get you kind of thing. When she sees him and Sully flying away with the helicopter. But I was just kind of no, she's an off again, on again love interest for Drake. So for her to kind of be villainized by the end, Didn't really like it, wasn't feeling it. Maybe they'll change it in the future, you know, maybe they'll have her be more of a love interest for Drake in the future films. We also never saw Elena. Honestly, I thought the blonde girl at the beginning, I can't remember what they called her, like the trust fund baby or the trust fund princess or whatever, I thought she was gonna be like introduced as Elena. Maybe that was their hint or their like homage towards her. So yeah, we're going to be getting Elena in the future, so there's definitely going to be some sort of love triangle between the three of them as there is in the games. But yeah, I thought she did absolutely amazing. Super great performance. Yeah, only thing missing is her ponytail, which maybe she'll get in the next one. Tati Gabrielle as Joe Braddock. I thought honestly she was like a villain that would have fit absolutely in with the canon of Uncharted. I think she was heavily influenced by Nadine from Uncharted 4. Definitely got those vibes from her. However, she was just like a straight mercenary. She didn't become good in the end. She didn't join up with them. But yeah, I thought like her knife thing was really cool. She had some like really cool outfits as well. You could tell Tati was having like a lot of fun in this role. And yeah, so like her I thought she also had like a really cool death as well. Like when you see her fall off, she's like, oh yeah, they just knocked her into the water. But then no, they dropped like a whole ship on her. And I'm like, damn. But yeah, she did absolutely awesome. You guys might know her from the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina on Netflix, which is also great. I thought she had a lot of fun in this movie. She was a super cool character. Antonio Banderas as our villain. Honestly, super underutilized here. I always love Antonio Banderas. He's great. You can never go wrong when he's in a movie because you're just gonna have fun. It's Antonio Banderas. What else do you want? Honestly, shocking turn of events. I did not see him getting killed so fast in this movie when Joe Braddock like just slits his throat and she's like, yeah, we're gonna take this money for ourselves. And I was like, damn, I remember turning to my buddy Ty, shout out to you, in the theater and being like, I did not see that coming. Normally villains make it to the end. But honestly, it was a commentary on, I think it was a commentary on how a lot of like villains use all these mercenary groups to get what they want. But when you really think about it, sometimes the mercenary groups have more resources and have more money than the villain hiring them. Why not take over and take all the money for yourselves? You know what I mean? So honestly, I thought it was a fresh new take. I thought it was very, you know, new, something new for film that we haven't seen in a bit, especially in a story like this. Yeah, honestly, for the short amount of screen time that he was in the film, Antonio did an awesome job. Always a great time scene. So they kind of combine elements from all of the games into this one movie. The big, you know, action sequence you see in the trailer with all the cargo hanging out of the plane, ripped directly from the third game. They also kind of take elements from the fourth game with the crosses as well as some of the locations in order to get to the treasure. So instead of like finding a whole lost city or, you know, actually they find a lot of lost cities in these games. I was trying to think if they find something else, but no, it's a lot of them. Almost all of them are like lost cities. They're trying to find this treasure that's been lost since like when they first tried to map the world. However, I do think that led to a brand new sequence that we have not seen in film or even Uncharted for that matter, but again, fit right into the canon. It felt right at home in Uncharted. The two ships full of all the treasure that, you know, has just been sitting there. That sequence of them flying in the air attached to the helicopters, so cool. So much fun watching it. I felt like I was watching the game, which is exactly what you want from a video game movie based off the video game. The only story gripes I kind of had with this film was that there was too many double crosses. The people did not trust each other. I don't personally remember these characters being that way. Maybe this is just kind of showing the origin of them learning to trust each other. It was nice that Sully and Drake, you know, finally became the duo by the end of the film, because I'm like, they are not trusting each other. Chloe double crosses Drake, like which is on par for Chloe, but like it got to the point where I'm like, okay, like these characters are just like not good people at this point. Which I mean, it's arguable because they are thieves, but these characters are a lot more lovable in the games, which I thought was an interesting take to do in the film. Yeah, that was kind of my only gripes and complaints with the film. However, I think if you want to have a great fun popcorn movie, you want some Indiana Jones style adventure, go see Uncharted. It's so much fun. You got Tom Holland, you got Mark Wahlberg, you got Antonio Banderas. What else do you want? And it's like, it's just such a fun popcorn movie. And these are the movies that I love to see in the theaters. I want to go have an escape, go to some tropical locations, have some fun action sequences and really memorable moments with some characters that I love. So yeah, honestly, I would give Uncharted a solid 7 out of 10. Yeah, what did you guys think? Did you guys enjoy Uncharted? What's your favorite game? Honestly, for me, it's probably Uncharted 2 because that train sequence, amazing. Honestly, I would love to go and review video games on this channel. If you guys want to see that, comment down below. Thank you guys so much again for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe for more videos, and click the bell notification so you're notified every time I drop a video. Thank you guys so much again for watching. Bye.